Well, hi everyone, it's Friday the 19th of February and you're in the vegetable garden. Right, so this is a little update on the tomatoes, and as you can see that's the original containers with the tomatoes in, and as you can see just on the windowsill, nice, not bad at all really, be quite pleased with them, so yeah, not bad at all. But when you compare it to the tomatoes that have been under my grow light, I'll have to zoom out a bit more. There you go. And some are way up there now. So, as you can see, one on the left window, one on the right under the grow lights. And as you can see, darker, bigger, stronger, and I will, and you can see, stems. Not bad, but when you compare them to the stems, a lot thicker, a lot stronger, absolutely beautiful. So these I've had to take out of my grow light system, because obviously that tall one there, absolutely romping away. So these are now at the windowsill. I'm just letting them do their own thing, see how they get on. If I can have them on the windowsill another couple of weeks, I might try and harden these off in the greenhouse and see how they do. If not, then I can start some more off, because I mean this is only a month since it was a month and 10 days. It's the 8th of January I sowed these seeds, and in a month and 10 days that's how big they are. So I can easily sow some more if the frost or whatever, because we are getting still quite a few frosts at the moment up here in the northeast, so it is a risk, but as I say, I can quickly grow some more, no problem, and I've got plenty of seed. So that's me tomatoes. Right, well, I'm in my garage, and up there on top of my stand where it gets plenty of light is my potatoes chitting, so I'll take them down, because they've been chitting for about a month now, and we'll see how they're getting on. Right, well, I've brought them outside because it's a bit easier to see under the daylight, but as you can see, all on like polystyrene to retain the heat from below, while they still have the cold months, and I've got 2 layers of fleece over the top. Still lets the light through, but it takes the chill off. So we'll open them and we'll have a little look and see what we've got. Right, so doesn't look much, but these are absolutely spot on for timing for me. As you can see, the little chits are starting to appear there, and they've all got them. Some just starting to appear, but it's all looking good. Few at the sides. Let them go a bit more. So these are the Sammos. at the moment, as you can see. But yeah, these are doing alright. I've seen videos, and you will see them out there, where people, well, the chits are absolutely huge, but they have them indoors. Mine's in a cold garage, and the reason I have them there is it develops these chits really slowly, because it's still too early up here in the northeast to plant them, because we're still getting lots of frosts, and we will do for about another 4 weeks or so. So these are coming along great. They're still rock hard solid, but they are starting to develop the chits, and by about another month they'll be spot on. The crystal lady, as you can see down there, chits are starting to form, some really well, and on that one absolutely beautiful. They're coming along. These are first earlies, so I'd imagine these would be a bit more advanced than these, because these would be planted before the Sammos, so they need to be a bit more advanced, and they are. They're doing really nice. So another week or fortnight, and I think they'll be absolutely spot on to be well, not transplanted, but put into me potato pots, and we'll see what first earlies we'll get. Again, absolutely rock solid, no sign of any diseases or anything like that, so I'm really happy with them. And I've got one or two that I had to put in the egg boxes, and it's really the same sort of thing. Chits are forming, certainly on the crystal, and the Sammos, they are coming, but much slower, but that's fine for me. So yeah, the chitting's coming along bang on schedule for me. In a couple of weeks, when I do my first earlies, I'll make a video of what I do, and we'll see what happens there. And inside my heated propagator, I've got my cauliflowers. I've got snowball here, and some all year round cauliflower there. So they're transplanted, because they were in one of those large trays. So I've transplanted them in 3-inch pots to bring them on, and they're doing very nicely. I mean, there's almost starting to grow the true leaves there in the centre axil there, between the stem and the first leaf. So they're doing okay. The fellas at the back, them 5, they are Zabroon that I've transplanted, doing alright. These fellas here are some spring onions, and I've separated them into clumps, which I'll just grow on in these clumps. And the fellas at the back, they are the bless you, they are the baby Povite leeks, and there's certainly enough there to do me. And in here I've transferred a few already, but there are still some more, as you can see. You can still see about 3 in that view there, and it's a bit hard to see, but there's a few more of the amaranthus down there. There you go, you can see some of them now. So they're doing alright in here. So I've got a mammoth leek in there in the cold, just to see if the temperature in this heated propagator, which is a lot cooler than the one I've got in the house, and just compare, see which conditions are the best for them. But yeah, really doing okay. So that's the heated propagator, and I will quickly show you the grow lights. And there you go. So I've got 11 basil. Seems to be starting to bush out now. We've got various flowers in here. Sweet sultan there. This one is an echinops. The aster in there. Parsley, agastache in there, doing nicely. I've got my mammoth onions, which are just there. There's one there. That one there is my mammoth leek under the grow light. So we'll see how that one gets on. He seems to be doing well. Peppers, some more onions, mammoth onions, and he's doing really well. Really pleased with that one. And it's hard to see, but there's all sorts of peppers in the back. Really getting some large leaves, which to me look in excellent condition. There's no wrinkling or anything like that on them. So, as you can see there, absolutely wonderful leaves on them. So, really pleased with the peppers in here, coming along a treat. And, well, as you can see, it's just some sweet basil there. And loads of rudbeckia down there, doing really well. So yeah, really pleased. Well, I've got to say, the me inkberry plant this year, it overwintered last year and produced more fruit this year. And again, I'm overwintering this, and as you can see, but before it sort of died back down to about that height. But this year, I think with it being a milder winter, it's really green up until about there. So I would imagine this year, and the same goes for my other inkberry plant, as you can see, it's only starting to sort of die back about there. So there's all this lovely still lush green growth. So I'm expecting this year to get even bigger bushier plants and even more inkberries, because they are absolutely gorgeous. Lovely flavour to them. I'd recommend anyone giving them a try. Bit of a mixed bag. They're there. They're still with us. I think I lost one. It just rotted for whatever reason. Not quite sure why, but it wasn't excessively overwatered, because this soil is not particularly that wet. So I don't know why it rotted, but they are still with us. There's that one there, that's went and split, so that's doing well. So that's this greenhouse. The outdoor garlic, as you can see, still with us. We've had some terrible winds over the number of storms we've had bashing the northeast. I can't believe how many we've had. So I'm really pleased these are in the condition they are. But they're still upright, still doing alright. So these pots are Marco garlic, doing alright. I've got some over here which is shorter, stockier, but look a bit battered with the winds. You can see the leaves have all snapped and ripped, but they're still there. These are Solent white, but they're there, they're hanging in. The green, there is some new leaves starting to appear. Well, these are some more Solent white garlic. As you can see, new leaves starting to appear there. But the stems themselves look pretty good, sturdy, solid, looking alright. So quite pleased with them. All the mini daffs are starting to come through now. Starting to get a bit of colour in the garden. As you can see, there's some over there as well. I've done quite a bit of weed. There's weed done again. I've done all my pots, and really sorry about the wind here. All my pots have been emptied, other than the ones I've got my garlic in, and well, the birds have been nibbling at some of my brassicas, but it's alright. I'm not too fussed. There's one there that still looks in good nick, but yeah, I mean, the birds have got to live as well, so why not? Yeah, me rhubarb down here, and as you can see, he's really starting to come alive now, so really pleased with that. I've got loads of bulbs coming through now, all the way down. There's a daff that's nearly ready. Wallflowers starting to come into the run now. So I'll just zoom back. Nice sunny day, but it is windy, and we do get well, we've had frosts every night for about the last 4 or 5 days, so still too early for people up here to start sowing most of the stuff. My idea this year was to get some practice in with my grow light, and just get some experience getting to grips with how well things grow under the grow light, and I know my tomatoes do really well, so that's okay. And yeah, just empty pots waiting to be filled. Oh, I haven't done the other greenhouse, well, I remember. Tape on these doors to stop them flying away. It's unbelievable, but there you go. Right, so asparagus. Nothing really shown as yet, but it's still early days. I think my these are some more Jamor shallots. Looking a bit better in this greenhouse, and as you can see, it's split into about 6 or 7 shallots there, so they're doing alright. These are me Solent White, some more in the greenhouse, and as you can see, the wind hasn't been able to bash them, so they're looking really tall, green and healthy, so really pleased with them. On the top are the ones that I planted about a couple of weeks back now, and as you can see, they're all, well, not all, but there's quite a few starting to fire now. So it is quite cool in this greenhouse, but these, and there you go, as you can see, these are rooted, these are grown. At the minute they're busy trying to pour out roots, so most of the energy is going into producing. You can see load in that one. You can see it's most of the energy is going into producing roots, so I wouldn't expect many to have green shoots yet, but as you can see, things are starting to change now, and they are starting to fire now, so hopefully the rest will soon follow, the ones that have, and I'll have some nice centurion onions this year, as obviously as well as the ones I'm starting from seed. So onions doing well, pleased with them. Really everything. I'm pleased the way things have gone so far. No buds yet on me goji berry, but again still early days. And we'll have a look, see what's in the greenhouse, in a greenhouse. So in the bottom, let's see what we've got. Aquiliguas, there's a few of them come through. Green apples, they're looking alright, so I'm quite pleased with them. Campanula, only one so far, but we'll see how it goes. These here are some Santero onions that I transplanted from a tray similar to that in individual containers. Looking a bit droopy, but they'll pick up. They'll pick up, always do. So not bad. And these ones are the Red Baron. And again, looking a bit droopy, but once they become established again, they'll soon take off. And a couple of containers of flowers, the ones at the back there, they're some sweet peas, doing alright. Some wallflowers here, might transplant them very soon, and that's about it really. So I'm hoping this year I'm going to have plenty of onions. Well, the really strong winds and the really cold temperatures we've been having have really took the toll on me broad beans. These were Dulce Claudia, and I had about 4-5 in here. I've only got the one left now. So what I'm going to do is sow a few more beans and start them off again, and hopefully by the time they come through and warm up and everything, then the temperatures and the winds would have calmed down, and I'll fill this pot here. So I'm going to fill this pot with the broad beans, and I'm going to fill that pot there with things like me runner beans, and we'll see how that gets on. Right, well that's it. Hope you enjoyed that video, or series of little clips should I say. It's still way too cold at the moment up here, and we're still getting battered by strong winds and what have you, and frosts during the night, so it's still way too cold to start sowing seeds and that, other than the ones that I've already done and are hardy enough to survive the temperatures we're getting. But yeah, it's far too early. So, but when the temperatures or weather conditions improve, I will release videos of what I'm starting. My way of thinking this year is like Dave out of Blue Star Dave, his channel, and I've just watched a recent one where he was talking about how he grows more of less things. He only grows stuff that he knows he likes and he eats. So he doesn't grow many different things, but what he does grow, he grows a lot of, if that makes sense. So I'm going to roughly do the same. My family has very simple tastes, as it were. They love garlic, onions, tomatoes, beetroot, that sort of thing. So I'm not going to grow as many things like squashes and what have you. I might grow one squash plant, but pumpkins and stuff like that. I've still, well, as you see in the clips, I've still got me berry plants and me goji berry plant, so I'm still keeping them going. But yeah, well, you can see behind us I'm growing a lot of onions, both from seed and from set, really just to see which is best for me up here, whether it's best to start them from seed or from set. So I'm still doing my little experiments, but I'm keeping it simpler for this year.